Hey guys, welcome back. HLock here. Got a bit of a different one today instead of Godforge. What you're seeing here is a game called King Arthur Legends Rise, which I have mentioned, I think, a couple times in my Godforge videos saying, if you were a fan of this game, perhaps playing Godforge, playing the Arthurian Legends faction characters will fill that itch. I really haven't seen much going on with it. I do follow them in Discord, and so they had a beta that was an alpha, I don't know, beta and alpha that was pretty buggy. There was, common champions that could do stuff legendaries couldn't do. So if you were trying to get past a certain piece of content, a common character might actually be better than an epic or a legendary. So there was some shark character, I forget his name, but he did something specific I remember using him for. It's been a while. They did end it, and then it came back, and they said, okay, this is a beta. Whatever you get to keep. There will be no wipe. They did have a version on Steam you could try that was terrible in the sense of what the graphics look like. It just was not optimized, so there'd just be weird graphical glitches and errors, so I never recorded any of it. You couldn't see certain things to activate them to get past certain parts of levels, things of that nature. On the phone, it was a lot better. I wouldn't say it was optimized, but it was definitely a lot better. Either way, I didn't record any of that footage. Didn't think I would ever cover anything of that. But back to what I was saying is they said they weren't going to wipe. Turns out right before the end, they said, yes, we are going to wipe. So a bunch of people were upset about that. So they ended the beta and then said we're working to improve the game and sort of went radio silence. There was nothing I really saw on Discord or anywhere. Kabam was the one making it. Now it's a Netmarble game. Um, I believe. Well, I could look it up real quick. Yes, so it was a Kabam game. It's now a Netmarble game. Netmarble does own Kabam. I'm not entirely sure what the real difference would be other than what is it? MCOC is technically Kabam, I think. I'm not sure how they separate things in terms of what's technically Kabam and what's Netmarble. MCOC Marvel Contest of Champions. I did try it, haven't played it for years. They do a large amount of Marvel games overall, I know. So will that make a difference? I don't know, hopefully. I still log in and play my Marvel Future Fight every now and again, and the game's still going strong. I do know people complain about the monetization in that game, so will we see similar issues here? Possibly. But yeah, apparently it's relaunching now, October 30th, kind of not much warning as far as there was a lot of build up. As you can see here, I got you can pre-register, and what's interesting is they do say PC client. It doesn't say Steam, so I wonder if you'll be able to download your own client, kind of like Raid. If you can, that'll be pretty good. I'll be into that. I'll probably be using that. Give it a try. You see over here, you also get 10 summon tickets, which is these little crowns. The stamina, which is these dagger looking things over here, and then the gold, obviously. Uh, Not entirely sure I'll cover this. I might. I did enjoy it because I do kind of like the mythology of King Arthur and everything around it. But we'll see. I don't know. See how it goes. It wasn't the best game before. There were some city building aspects of it that I was not too fond of. I didn't really enjoy that in this type of game, but it could be more manageable. So often you'd be going to upgrade some building because it's part of a quest to unlock something else, and you go there. You can't upgrade it because you have to upgrade something else to upgrade it. So it's kind of a chain of events just to complete the quest. So if they would even do things like when you go there and you can't upgrade it, if you could click a button and it just takes you to the other building you have to upgrade, quality of life stuff, that would make it a little less annoying, but I'm still not fond of it. It would be almost like, I don't know, you want to do something. I'm trying to remember how it was. It's like you wanted to do something almost like do some PvP stuff or something in your guild, and it's like, oh, go upgrade your lumber mill. That'd be almost like if you couldn't do the clan boss or something in raid without upgrading your fighting pit. Like that would just be annoying. It wasn't exactly that, but I remember running into instances like that that annoyed me. So hopefully they fix some of those issues. Uh, Apparently they have revamped some stuff. So let's take a look here at some of the things they've have posted on Discord over the past few days. So now they got the Forbidden Dungeon, which is some type of tower, obviously similar to Doom Tower if you're familiar with Raid. Enjoy collecting and powering up various heroes while fighting to reach higher floors so you can get, you know, materials and heroes from this, it seems. Forbidden Dungeon tickets are required to enter the dungeon. So, I don't know, a daily refresh. I guess we'll have to wait and see how we get those. Clearing floors will earn you tokens that can be used in the Forbidden Dungeon shop. Okay, maybe that's where you get the hero, so maybe you don't get it directly from here, like collecting shards, like in Raid, although before they didn't call them shards, but that's essentially what it was. You could get, I'm trying to remember, was it the PvP shop? There was a shop where you could get like parts of heroes, I believe, or maybe it was parts for the weapons. I don't know, it's been a while, but either way, there was a sort of shard system, so maybe it's that, or maybe you get a whole hero. We'll have to wait and see. Once the season is over, additional rewards will be distributed based on your final rankings. Okay, that's pretty cool. Don't really see that. If you want to compare it to Raid, you don't get rewards for your position in Doom Tower. The monsters in the dungeon change every season. Well, we'll see. Probably a repeat after so long. Sealed Temple now. Challenge powerful bosses to acquire hero power-up materials. The new material can be challenged 5 times a day. The daily content resets every day. Okay. Huh. Powerful bosses to acquire hero up materials. Okay, so if this is similar, it used to be, I think, the dragon, and you would get these little orbs. There was different colors, like a black, a green, a blue, and then a purple. So essentially, uncommon, common, rare, and epic, and you would use those to level up your heroes. I'm assuming that's going to be similar. They look different down here. Well, let me keep reading. You can acquire skill level up. Okay, talisman, uh, master of the apocalypse tome skills. Okay, so this is how you get the skill. What? Hero skill? Oh, hero and relic. So relic are the weapons. So there used to be, like, they look like books almost. That's how you would skill things up. So apparently they changed that. Huh. So that's definitely different. These look different. And I wonder how you get stuff. It was almost like an XP dungeon, but you could also get XP stuff. Well, not XP, because XP, there's XP brews. It'd be more like increasing your star level. So similar to chickens in Raid is what I was thinking before when I was the dragon boss. But this seems different. You had to use books for the relics. I remember that. And then you had to use talismans for the skills. Yes, that's right. There was a different dungeon, I believe, for the skills. And you had certain types of skills like lightning, earth, water, fire, ice. I forget what they all were. I may be confusing ice and water. I think there was 5 different ones, and you had a different dungeon. What was it? 5 days a week, and then on the weekend, the 2 days on the weekend, they were all unlocked, and you had 2 keys a day. So this is a change. Maybe you can get, if these are, I don't know if this is one day or if this is going to be the same every day, so these will work for depending on the type of hero. It would be better just have one standard dungeon where you get different sort of skill tomes from, so you don't have to wait for a specific day, sort of like the potion dungeon in Raid, to skill up a hero's skill. You go in here and farm some. It's still going to be RNG based, I assume, so it won't be perfect, but it'll be better if you could do it every day and just keep accumulating those things, and then you're not as harshly punished if you regularly miss a certain day. If you're looking for like lightning skills and it's on Wednesdays and every Wednesday you're busy all day, so you never get it. And then they added, a similar type thing for the weapon. So I don't know if one is skill, hero, weapon, and something else. Guess we'll have to wait and see. All right, what else do we got here? Crafting system, okay. Huh. Okay. Well, I guess we'll have to wait and see how this is. Let's see. System allows you to craft equipment by using crafting materials. You can select which part and stat set you want to craft. So that's probably in response to you used to get random gear. You could go into the gear dungeon, which is similar to the stuff on the previous page where you're now getting the skill ups. And there was an equipment dungeon. And then there was a way to change stats, but I don't remember how you got the material. I don't remember if you just dismantled and the dust you sort of got from dismantling was to change the skill, or if you had to get that somewhere else. And you could also upgrade. I think the upgrading, so bump up the stats, was just from dismantling, but the stuff to change stats was from another place. So maybe this is in response to that. Combine it all sort of into one system, craft it how you want from the beginning, and then upgrade it. So there's less systems. You can also acquire crafting material that grants a higher chance to craft a higher rarity and stat tier. Yeah, that's how I'm reading this. They're just combining multiple old systems into one to simplify it. Battle multiplier system prepared to give you better experience to those who aim to farm better items. Okay, so you still got to farm. I don't know what that is. That's XP, gold. That's equipment right there. So, okay, the equipment dungeon still appears to be a thing then. But it will be nice to do the multiplier. It will be pretty stupid though if they lock these, because we see up to three. Is there going to be a 6 and a 12 or a 4 and a 5? It'll be pretty annoying if they lock that behind a paywall, which, if you're familiar with Marvel Future Fight, as I mentioned earlier, they do lock similar things like that behind your VIP level, which is based on how much you spent. So, not looking forward to that potentially. Allows players to set stamina consumption multipliers to repeat stages, dungeons that have already been cleared. Following the selected multiplier, you get to repeat the battle and receive corresponding rewards multiple times. Okay, so yeah, just a repeat. Makes sense. All right. Chivalry system. System that allows you to power up a hero even further by using duplicate or master memory stones. So master memory stones were in there before that had something to do with skill. I don't remember. I also don't remember what I did with my duplicate heroes. I think you used them somehow to power up the hero, but I can't remember because I didn't do a ton of it because obviously I got the most of rare, common, and uncommon, and I didn't use a ton of those. I was mostly trying to try the legendary and epic characters. This is Merlin right here, who I did have, who I don't remember if he was crazy strong. I remember I liked using him a lot because when I got him, whatever skills he had helped me a lot, so I use him as a carry for a while. Hopefully he's still good. Change heroes' abilities or change heroes' battle pattern by increasing specific stats or granting additional effect to their passive skills considering what matches their attributes. Okay, so say Merlin down there, we got intelligence is reflective of its damage. Can we now put a stone in that will increase his intelligence? That's sort of how I'm reading it. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Hero power-up reset system. System allows you to reset the power-up of a hero. Upon resetting the hero, go back to level 1 and all currency and resources used will be returned. Did they have that before? I don't think so. So that's good though. If you have some okay epics that you're not really fond of, but you use them because it's the best you have for certain criteria, reset them once you pull some good legendary, pump all your resources back into them. Okay, that could be helpful. Although this does make me feel like if they're doing this, they might do that stupid thing that I hate when some games do. It works in some games, and other games it annoys me. It just depends on how they implement it, where you have, a set of 5 heroes, you assign those as your sort of master heroes, and whatever level they're at is what the level of everyone else on your account is. I hope they don't do that, especially with the system like this, because if you're looking for something specific, waiting to quote power up your hero, and you don't get it and you don't want to put a crappy one in, it'll hold everyone else on your account down. So I hope they don't do that. I hope it's more raid like, or it's individual each hero's individual, and you can build them separately and it doesn't affect the power of the other unless they do some type of faction bonus type thing. All right, last one here, Colosseum. So that's PvP. The ticket requirement to enter Colosseum has been removed to allow players to challenge the content repeatedly and have more fun competing with no limitations. You can be matched to players with combat power range that is similar to your own. Okay. Well, you were supposed to be matched similar before, but often you could just refresh till you found, easy people to beat, which I don't necessarily disagree with, Like in Raid, a lot of people set up one-man defenses so people can farm the medals and then, you know, they just build back up. Some people like to do that because then it allows them to get a bunch of medals because they lose all the time, so it gives them easier opponents. I guess we'll have to see. The no ticket requirement thing is interesting because you used to get rewards for PvP and you could use them in a PvP shop. I wonder if the PvP shop doesn't really exist or has been heavily downgraded and those rewards have been moved to the tower. I can't remember what it was called. Let's take a look. Yeah, the Forbidden Dungeon. So I wonder if they move some of the rewards there so there's not as much of an emphasis on rewards for PvP, and PvP, since you can do it unlimited times now, is just more of a bragging right. What rank did you get to? All right. Skip turn feature removal and skill vigor consumption charge criteria changes. Okay, I'm not a fan of the removal. I love that skip turn thing. That allowed you to set stuff up much easier. Speed tuning wasn't as big of a deal. Now it will be again, probably. We'll have to see. The skip turn battle feature has been removed and the amount of vigor consumed has been adjusted according to each skill. Oh, I see. So they were interpreting that as people are always using it just to get more vigor. So now they're, I assume, using skill 1 charges 1 vigor, skill 2. Yeah, so they're lowering the amount, it looks like. But I did like that. Not necessary for the vigor, but obviously you used it for that at times, but more to speed. Like I said, speed tuning didn't matter. Oh, I'll skip this turn. I know this person's going to go. I'll put my debuff down, and then now I can, hit him with my big AoE or my individual, whatever I'm doing. It just made it easier. You don't have to worry about speed. Now, this seems like this will be a factor again. I don't even remember if speed is a stat in the game. I don't remember what determines your speed in the game is what I'm saying. Clan level benefit improvement. Provides a buff to the amount of gold and EXP acquired in battle according to the clan's level. I don't even remember that, but okay. Hero/relic shop summon separation. Heroes can be summoned in the common/special summon. Relics can be summoned through each element summon menu. I don't think that's an improvement. I think that's how they actually changed it right before they shut it down. So that doesn't seem like a change to me. I think that's how it was at the very end. So weird that they say that's an improvement. Whatever. You gotta sell it, right? Main story and adventure gameplay improvements. Improves the game flow, allowing the main story and adventure modes to be played separately. What the hell? I don't even remember what adventure mode is. Maybe adventure mode is like the exploring around when you were trying to do the little side quest/achievement so you could get stuff. And then maybe they're just streamlining the main story, which I will be a fan of. Main story, play the story from chapter 1 to 10. Clear 10 to unlock hard mode. Clear 10 hard mode, unlock hell mode. That was the same how it was before. Adventure, clear the main story, chapter 5 to unlock the adventure. The requirement to unlock each adventure chapter is to clear the corresponding main story chapter. Example, clearing the main story chapter 10 will unlock the adventure chapter 10. Okay. Oh, I see what they're saying. Playing the adventure will not consume stamina. Okay, yeah. So they are separating the main story, and that, you would go into a map and it would be like, find 3 whatever keys of something. I can't remember. And that would literally be on the same map while you're doing the main story. It sounds like now, when you're doing the story, it's just kind of going to auto progress you to the next part, and all these little offshoots won't be available until you beat it. I like that. That's a good improvement because sometimes that stuff annoyed me. Most of the time it was fine. I just ignored it, but separating it is a good choice, I think. Restricted areas power up. Dungeon material obtain adjustments. Playing a beast. Hero achievement material. Okay, that's what I was talking about earlier. Those little orbs, similar to chickens in Raid. Burning Land Gorgos. Golden Hero XP. Okay, pretty sure that's the same. Frozen Plain. Relic strengthening and advancement material. Maybe I'm getting confused. Maybe the Frozen Plain was the hero advancement. I can't remember. And then don't even know what that is. Tarsk of Storms, Relic Awakening material. Was that this dude? No. Serenos, huh? That's hero skill up and relic. Or maybe this. Maybe I can't read it. It's too blurry. Maybe one of these is, oh yeah, hero and relic. So are these don't appear to be the elements. Maybe they are the different levels. You have to have the right skill stone for the right level. And I don't mean level like numerical. I mean level as in common, uncommon, rare. And then you get your relic skill up. Very similar there. Okay. Oop, not that one. Okay. So I guess that's all about it. I mean, so what's the big changes? You can kind of blast through the story. Don't have to do the adventure mode stuff. That's if you want extra goodies. So I like that change. The never ending, or not never ending, but the tower, to get extra hero and gear, or maybe not gear, but other stuff. That seems good. We'll have to see how the new champion, you know, enhancing of individual stats. I'll have to see how that is. That does seem like it'll be better. PvP, I'll have to see what that is. I'm not sure why the change to no tickets. See how that affects it, what you get from it now. But I'll at least give it a shot. Don't know if I'll cover it. Let me know down below what you guys think. Are you looking forward to it as well? Are you going to give it a shot? If so, would you be interested in videos about it? This has been HLock. Thanks for watching. Bye.